Terms apply.
America needs is a new hero. What America's got is Lieutenant Frank Drebin.
Say your prayer.
Can the show get any worse?
Squad
Nice work, Frank. What?
is back.
Freeze!
Is this some kind of bust?
Very impressive, yes.
They're ready for action.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Ready for love.
You're thinking about him again, aren't you?
Yes.
You just can't forget about him, can you?
Who?
And ready for seconds. In the movie that proves you can lead a cop to water, but you can't make him think.
The water's over there, Frank. Give me the strongest thing you got.
This is a sequel so big, they had to add another half.
Blackman Street. That's the red light district. Wonder why Savage is hanging out down there. Sex, Frank? No, not right now, Ed. We got work to do.
The Naked Gun 2.5. The Smell of Fear.
Can the show get any worse?
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair. But her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing for, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show.
It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Played the wrong thing. I'm really not with it today, kids. Sorry, here we go. This is the right thing. That's better.
Absolute Radio.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
You didn't hear any of that conversation I was just having with Eloise, did you?
No, I just had the, are you going to find out?
Yes. The what?
The Rocky thing in it.
Okay, the Rocky thing in it. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Because Eloise and I are having a conversation that could jeopardise an ongoing court case. Yeah. All right, subjudice in your face, my friend.
I would have liked to have had it.
Yeah, you would have done, but you didn't. I feel a little bit disconnected. I'm. How shall I put it that isn't the way I said to Eloise? I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. That's slightly less offensive way of suggesting it. And I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Was the more offensive version mean you were tripping your balls off?
No, not at all. No, I wasn't tripping my balls off. I made an offensive comment about some people who may have been through a medical condition.
Oh, I see.
So it's Ben. It's Ben, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I don't really know. I'm kind of just a bit discombobulated is probably an accurate word. I'm disconnected. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I haven't done the montage yet. That's queued up.
No, it's not. I told you I hadn't been able to do one today.
No montage. Okay, so do you see what I mean? I'm kind of out of sorts, Ben.
Yeah. Do you want a topic for this evening?
Oh, I'd love one. I've got literally 0 for this evening. Hang on a minute.
No. You've got a new thing.
Hang on 1 second. Everyone stop.
It should be under as Iain Lee.
On here?
Yeah.
I'm under Nick Jackson. This is why it's sounding weird in my thing.
Now you've got your own one.
Okay.
Iain Lee.
There we go. Oh, that's better. But what's the difference between this?
Keep out of this, Ben. It's the same as Russ's.
But it's Iain Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is what Nick Jackson sounds like on the radio. He sounds like this. Oh no, that's Russ Williams. Hang on a minute. Nick Jackson sounds good, but a little bit weedy. Sounds like that, and that's his style. He does a good job with it. But this is Iain Lee, the bass, the full bass.
You just lowered your voice.
Yes, I did lower my voice there. Yes. Ben, what topic? What gold can you bring to this awful, shambolic start to the week?
Oh, it's a good start. TV ideas. I'm sure this is an old one, but I've got a good TV idea right here.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I like TV
it's
ideas.
called With All Due Respect.
Oh,
basically, an anti-Semite moves in with a Jewish family for a week.
Yeah.
And he realises he's been wrong all along, and he learns he's been wrong.
Sorry.
One episode, then.
Yeah. I think that's probably best best we leave that.
I thought at first he was going to go down the Jew line, as in pregnancy.
All due respect. I see. What other puns on Jew and Jew there are? Probably best not to mind that comedy.
I'll tell you what I was going to say off air.
Probably best that you do that. Should we take an unknown? If it's Gary from Bristol, I will kill. Yes?
I want to telephone.
Oh, for God's sakes.
You can tell just by the bad phone line.
Gary, listen, get over it. It ain't happening. In fact, let's put a ban on even mentioning his name. We'll call him that chap.
Yeah.
That chap.
The thing is, as well, we want to keep answering those because in case it's you-know-who.
That chap, exactly. Ongoing court case. That chap, you're ruining it for everyone else. Just go away. We're not interested. The decision has been made. You knew the rules. You knew the dangers and the threats. And so this weekend, Eloise, did you have a good one?
It started off terrible.
Was this the party?
Yeah, my housemates had a party.
Awful.
And they knew that I was all ready for bed. They saw me in my PJs before they went.
Just for the listener out there, what do your PJs look like?
At the time, I was wearing checkered trouser thingies, a long-sleeved top because it was frozen, and a cardi.
Does that sound hot to you, Line 2?
Sexy.
Yeah, we go. You speak for yourself, darling.
But they carried on until 4 a.m. in the morning, despite me saying 3 times, look, please, can they go? And I even said, this isn't fair, you shouldn't be doing this. They were going for the toilet, going for fags.
What was you told me that they weed on the floor.
Well,
now, I wee on the floor.
Weed on the floor.
I wee on the floor and I wipe it up.
Someone weed on the floor, they didn't wipe it up. Instead, what they did was got loads of loo roll and dabbed it, put it over the top so it would soak in, and then I walked in there the next morning and I see wee-coloured, dried loo roll on the floor.
That's obscene.
My housemates didn't clean it up until Sunday.
That's gopping. I'm so glad I don't lead your horrible, dirty, decadent, single, slightly miserable lifestyle.
On Twitter, everyone's like, just move out. I'm like, there are rules and regulations about moving out.
3 stacks, is
yeah,
that?
I can't move out.
No, that wasn't your reason you gave. The reason you gave was it's £100 a month or something ridiculous.
No,
you pay.
Is cheap, but I don't have a get-out clause until February.
Well, that's only 3 months away, 2 months away.
Yeah, but people are like, move out. Like, yeah, I still got 3 months to go before I can.
Should I show you something?
Depends what it is. Not that. Put that away. I can't see because the computer's in the way, thank God.
Stand up and look. Long Johns. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at that? I'm wearing Long Johns.
You look like you've got leggings on.
I'm wearing Long Johns. They're thermals.
They're well tight.
Yeah, you like it tight? I got some thermals.
I don't know where to look.
You know exactly where to look, baby. X marks the spot. So, I got these on...
Ian's gone a little bit red.
I've gone a little bit red. I'm a little bit embarrassed. It's not often I do that, but I'm getting ready because it's freezing. And we're going to Sweden in a couple of weeks. For a couple of days. Minus 13 today in Sweden. Wow. So I bought some Long Johns. I'm going to buy some more. Now, I bought these on Friday, I think. It was Friday. Thursday. I bought them on Thursday. I've been wearing them since Friday. Are you supposed to...
Continuously?
Yeah. I've taken them off in bed, apart from today when I had a doze. Are you supposed to wash them?
Yeah, they're like any other clothes.
I've got pants on underneath, so they're not touching my pee-pee and my bum-bum.
Neither is your jeans, but you wash your jeans.
When?
Like every other time or every time?
No, that's incorrect. That is incorrect. I can easily get 3 weeks wear out of a pair of jeans. And that's a fact.
That's a bit disgusting.
I don't think it is.
It massively is.
I changed... My little boy's not very well. He's been puking up everywhere all weekend. It's been horrible. You change him and suddenly you're holding him and there's puke all down your back. And I was going to wear... I put the jeans on today that I've been wearing for the last 3 weeks. And my wife went, even you... There is sick all down the back of those jeans. And I was like... I can wipe that off.
Oh, Ian.
Give me a wet cloth. She said, no, there is no way I'm letting you go out in sick jeans.
Good. At least someone's got some respect.
A bit of respect for the vomit. So you have to wash thermals like... They're like underwear, are they? Thermal underwear, I suppose, is the...
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll give them a wash tomorrow. Unless it's really cold. I've got to come in tomorrow to interview the face man, haven't I, from the A-Team movie.
Yeah.
Not the series.
What you should do, right, is get some leggings for when you're not wearing the jodhpurs. I mean, the thermals.
What?
Whatever they are. What are they? Long johns.
Long johns.
Why are they called long johns?
Well, now, interesting, I looked that up because they were worn originally in about, and I looked this up, and not on Wikipedia either, I looked in a book, so it must be true, the middle of the 19th century. I believe the exact date, could be wrong, don't phone in if I'm wrong, or do phone in if I'm wrong. I think it's October the 19th, 1862. They were first worn by a chap called John Dilbrand.
Price.
Sorry? Sorry?
I don't know what I said.
You just said price.
£16. I have no reason to explain why I said that.
A spirit entered your body, probably through the back door, and came out of your mouth and said the word price. Jonathan Dilbrand, was the first person to wear them, 1862, October the something or other, and hence the name Long Johns.
Oh.
He was quite tall.
I know what I meant to say.
Tall. Yes, go on.
Precise.
That's very confusing. So, this evening, call in 0330 123 1215. If Eloise has an unexpected party that she doesn't want in her house, what should she do to get rid of it? Could you put her up for the next 2 months? And are you wearing long johns? That sounds like a show, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Better than the usual guff we do.
Happiness hit her like a train on a track. Coming towards her.
Price!
Stuck still, no turning back. She hid around corners and she hid under beds. She killed it with kisses and from it she fled. With every bubble she sank with a drink and washed it away down the kitchen sink. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father. Run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your lonely behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come. Happiness, I hit her like a bullet in the back. Struck from a great height by someone who should have known better. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father. Run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your lonely behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they
This is Absolute Radio, and it's a station. All aboard for the next train.
The no repeat guarantee.
Every weekday from 10 while you're at work.
Absolute Radio.
Love Christmas, love Bill Bailey.
This is a punk lament I wrote when I discovered one of my punk heroes, John Lydon, was doing a butter advert.
Dandelion Mine is Bill's funniest and most brilliantly deranged show ever.
Or maybe it isn't. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Bill Bailey's Dandelion Mine, out now on DVD, available at Blockbuster. Cracking gift, cracking value.
Do I buy Country Life butter? Because unlike Anchor from New Zealand, it supports our great British dairy farmers.
Oi! Rotten! Get off my land!
No, I buy Country Life because I think it tastes the best. Country Life. It's not about Great Britain, it's about great butter.
Don't miss this. Buy tickets to the Big Chill 48 hours before they go on general sale. If you're a Vodafone customer, buy your tickets from this Wednesday at vodafone.co.uk/VIP. Vodafone. Power to you. Terms apply.
How often does Halley's Comet come around?
Every 75 years.
Close enough. When is the UK's next total solar eclipse?
Ooh, 2032?
No, 2090. And finally, what is a blue moon?
Oh, it's 0% finance on a new Toyota Yaris or iGo Blue.
I'll have to press you.
Oh, with no deposit.
Correct. You could also set £1,000 saving off list price on a new Yaris or iGo Blue.
And beat the VAT increase by buying before January the 4th. Bonus points.
Cheeky, but correct!
Visit toyota.co.uk/Blue Moon for details. 2 years personal contract purchase from Toyota Financial Services. 0% APR typical. Subject to status to over 18s. Indemnities may be required. Conditions apply.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about you. As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. How can it be that we can say so much without words? Bless you and bless me. Bless the bees and the birds. I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love.
So my iPhone is, well, it's kind of doing odd stuff. I think it's jealous because my wife's got a better phone than me now, and that's never happened before. But it keeps saying charging is not supported with this accessory. And but I'm not trying to charge it. It's happened before when my chargers have been broken. Or I plug it into the car. Charging is not supported with this accessory. But it says it now, and it's not plugged into anything. So what does that mean?
That's weird.
That means it's broken.
It might do. I think you might be able to maybe claim on the insurance for that.
I can't make another insurance claim. I've done 26 in the last 3 days. 26 insurance claims. I'm in charge of the insurance of the building I live in, for whatever reason.
Everyone in the building.
Well, it's only me and another flat. But yes.
Yeah, but you're in charge of theirs.
I'm the freeholder. I own the freehold. Yeah, wicked.
I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure. But I know it made me £10,000 about 7 years ago. Anyway, so I own the free, and I'm in charge of the insurance. And because we're sort of moving, maybe soon, one day, maybe next week, who knows? I've kind of not really bothered chasing up the insurance. And then at 5:30 this evening, I went, "Oh crumbs, we haven't got any insurance at the building." And middle-aged dilemma, Eloise. In 10 years' time, maybe one day you'll know that panic. I really have got nothing for the show this evening at all.
I think we should do what I said earlier.
The religion special.
Yeah.
Or we get the three main religions and some of the sub-religions and the smaller ones and some cults to slug it out.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, 1 o'clock, we decide which is the best religion and we convert to that.
However, it only works if people phone up, and they don't seem to be.
I'm guessing that if Mr. Grace is listening at home now, which he does listen, because at the Elton John concert... First time I've seen him since, at the Elton John concert, he came up and went, really enjoyed that story about your mother-in-law. So, Christ, he actually listens.
Oh, God. I reckon they
listens.
check up on you.
Yeah, of course they do.
Did you know that who's were there as well?
The who knows... Yes, I know. We walked past it. And my wife went, what are they doing there? I'm talking, of course, about the other presenters here. Not Scott Mills, he doesn't work here. Who's the...
Oh, is that who you are talking about? I'm not talking about that.
Nor am I. I'm just getting us out of a political hole. Russ Williams and Christian O'Connell.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this on the radio. I'm sure I caught Russ Williams looking at my wife's knockers.
Maybe.
I'm sure, because we were sat down... This was the Elton John concert last week. Is that up online yet, that concert?
Yeah.
It's a treat. I'm not a huge Elton John fan, but it was a fantastic night. It was wonderful, and you can go to absoluteradio.co.uk and listen to it. Maybe see it. I don't know, but you can definitely listen to it, and it's wonderful. But Russ was talking to us, and we're sat in pews, because it's in a church, and he's kind of leaning on the pew in front of us. And we were talking. I'm sure I looked over, and he was looking at my wife's knockers, and then he sort of saw me and looked up. I'm sure that happened.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a little...
There's nothing wrong with that. She's got a fine set on her, and Mr. Williams is welcome to look. He is not welcome to touch. That much is true. I'm guessing maybe let's save which is the best religion special until we're closer to Christmas, I think.
Okay.
That'll be...
Also, coming up to Christmas,
yes.
There's a religious lean towards that as well.
What?
Maybe Jesus.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
Yeah, I know.
But then why are you saying that?
Well, you didn't clarify that was the reason.
Well, I didn't need to. It's Christmas. Everyone knows it's a religious festival.
Not everyone. I bet if you asked a few people on here, they wouldn't know why we've got Christmas.
Okay. Line 3, why have we got Christmas?
Andre?
Yeah. Hello, why have we got Christmas?
Yeah, I'm a Mooney.
Okie dokie, there we go, you see. So, you're right, Eloise, I apologise. You were absolutely right. Well, let's go to Dave Beer. You can take those phone calls and see if you can get any gold out of those Muppets, and we'll make this work. I know if you're a new listener, you're probably tuned in thinking, is this guy like on work experience or something? Is he getting paid for this? Yes, I am. I'm getting paid significant pounds to do this. Trust me, I am a professional. I can turn this round. Dave Beer.
Hey.
Hey, Beer.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, jeans are self-cleaning, aren't they?
Pretty much, I think.
Denim is a self-cleaning fabric.
That's why it was invented.
Yes.
In the 1930s.
Yeah.
That's a very high-pitched yeah.
Well, I agree, wholeheartedly. That is why the fabric was fabricated.
Well, totally. For those who don't know, jeans were... now everyone wears them, but they were originally for the poor and for those people who had to work in the fields and in cotton mill, where cotton was mined. And you're right, that you can get mayonnaise, you can have poo, you can have vomit on there, and it will kind of clean itself out. Yes, I do.
Always liked that Johnny Rotten quote, "You'll never catch me in denim." So I always prefer a kind of a trouser, slacks,
Yeah.
But I bought a pair of denim recently.
A pair of denim, wow.
Yeah, and it's all right. But I haven't washed it yet, and I've chucked it in the washing basket to get washed.
Yeah.
And when I've wanted to wear them, I just got it back out and put them back on.
You raise an interesting point there. We've all done that. We've all this should be a list of clothes that you have put in the washing basket and then actually needed it a few days later and gone, do you know what? It'll last a bit. I've done that with that. I do it with socks quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done it with underpants, and I do it with jumpers all the time, because most jumpers are hand wash. Who the hell invented hand washing? It is the most difficult thing to do. It's rubbish. You can't do it. And all jumpers are hand washed these days. Get real.
I know. Life's too short, I think.
Life is too short to hand wash.
Splatters.
So I just spray it with a bit of deodorant and put it on again.
Have you tried hanging it out the window?
I haven't tried that, Dave Beer, but I'm trying it first thing tomorrow morning.
That's Ghostbusters too, yeah? Dr. Venkman says, when Dana Barrett cleans the apartment and she says, I put your laundry in the hamper, and he says, I have a hamper. You don't need a hamper. You just hang the shirt out the window for 5 minutes, put it back on, it's a new shirt.
And can you just remind me, what was that film again?
Ghostbusters 2.
May God bless you and all who sail in you, sir. Rose is in Stoke-on-Trent. Good evening, Rose.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Rose.
For tonight.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sweetheart.
Do you want to make love to me?
I would love to.
Shall
but
we?
I haven't got the breath for it. You wouldn't know whether I was having an orgasm or having an asthma attack.
You said the breath. I thought you said breasts. I was confused. I don't mind about the
I
breasts.
haven't got them either.
Well, listen, I don't mind the pendulous bosom, the small French breast, or the dangly ones. I don't care. Well, but I don't mind if you puff away. You could even have an inhaler. You can just lie
one
there.
here, thanks.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, good go.
For tonight.
Yes.
Who would you like to see reformed? I've had all these old groups getting together for their farewell tour this and a new tour that. Yeah. Who would you like to see back on tour?
That's a very good question. Who would you like to see back on tour?
I don't really know. I've seen them, but what? I want to see the new groups, Ian.
What new? All the new groups are rubbish, Rose.
Oh, they're not. But you never get a chance to hear any of them.
What do you mean you never get a chance to hear any of them?
They're all these old ones.
So who do you think shouldn't have got back together? Because it always amazes me that people are prepared to pay money to go and see the Rolling Stones.
And me, I've seen them once, and that was enough.
Yeah, I never got the Stones. I never got them.
I see the point. I'm going to see Tom Jones.
Well, Tom Jones it was his 87th birthday this week.
71.
I was wrong. It's like this.
Something like that. I mean, let's face it. Who wants to see someone now?
Yeah.
I want to see someone who's nubile and got a nice tight little bottom.
Whoa, Rose, I'm coming to Stoke-on-Trent after this because you would love my bum. Oh, in these long johns, it's looking hot.
I've got a pair.
Yeah, well, let's have a long john party.
Oh, it could be nice.
A long john, something else as well. Rose, lovely to talk to you. We'll see if anyone bites. Ta-ta, there we go. I just had my Monkeys, my Head box set, triple CD from Rhino sent today, and I'm savouring it. Not had time to listen to the CDs. I'm savouring reading the booklet as slowly as I can. It's packaged like a dream. Well done, Rhino, for re-releasing stuff that they're going to sell, 400 copies of, if that? And they just package it beautifully. Beautifully. Maybe we'll play a track from Head later on in the week. But what bands will get back together? I've kind of seen all the bands I want to see, really, I think. The Monkeys are getting back together again next year, which will be fun. 0330 123 12 15 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The Monday shows, I'm finding, a kind of... we just amble along, really. As I get older, I find it harder to kick off the week with a swift kick to the groin or a poke to the eyes, a la the Three Stooges. I kind of struggle to do that, so I like to take my time. By the last hour of Wednesday's show, man, we're going to be up to speed. Guarantee it. But just, tonight and tomorrow, with the guests as well. We have got the guy that played Face in the A-Team movie. I'm interviewing him tomorrow at 4 for the show. I didn't realise he was the same guy in District 9 as well. I've not seen the A-Team movie, but I have seen District 9, so I will talk to him about that. And on Wednesday, we have a strange one. We have Weird Al Yankovic. It's pronounced Vic, not Vitch. Who, if you don't know who he is, he's kind of a weird one. And so he's coming in. And maybe we'll get some more people in at some point, I don't know. I saw Merton. If you listen to Thursday's show, I know he divided people, but I loved Merton. He's my new best friend. The chat roulette guys, there's the shorthand to describe him, although it's a lazy way to describe him. I went out for lunch with him today. And he had his lunch full disguise. He had the full disguise on for the whole thing. I was going, come on, man, Take the hood and the glasses off. He said, I can't do that, Ian. People see behind the magic. And then we went to a gig. I went to a gig with him this evening, and he played at an open mic night. Ever been to an open mic night for musicians? I've been for stand-up comedy, but for musicians, it's weird. Have you ever been to an open mic night, Eloise?
Yeah.
For musicians?
Yeah.
Was there a mixture of really, really talented people and weirdos?
Most of them were just really bad. Not weirdos, just deluded.
There were a couple. There were some girls that were really good. There was one girl whose name, I think she's called Lydia or something. I don't know. She was amazing. She had this incredibly sweet voice and played this little kind of plucking guitar style. It was amazing. There was one girl who had a great voice, but she was kind of, she was a white girl trying to be black.
Oh, no.
Do you know what I mean? Not that
like
she black,
Cher
she didn't
off
black
of,
up or anything. I've not seen that, so I don't know. But so she was talking about "You're my boo" and doing this with her fingers. You're my boo.
Boo.
Be my boo.
Oh no.
And she was great voice, but I kind of thought sing kind of a bit more naturally. But she was putting on an American accent. And she was trying to be Beyonce, and but she was good. Then there was a guy who was. was weird, made me uncomfortable.
Can we go next Monday?
Yeah, well, let's go next Monday. It's a great night. It's at the Soho Spice, which is this pub in Soho, obviously. And you go downstairs, it's free, right? It's free. And it's really nice, and everyone was very supportive, and there were some people that were talking. A lot of people kept leaning over and, shh, shh. But it was great. But there was this guy singing the song where the line was, I'm looking for the melody, which was ironic, because the song had no tune at all.
Sing it.
I'm looking for the melody, trying to find a melody.
Ooh.
It was awful.
Noel Taylor could have given him a run for his money.
And then there was a woman at the end who was fantastic. She was called Twinkle. She played this tiny electric guitar. I've never seen such a small electric guitar. She was brilliant. She sounded like Syd Barrett at his craziest, with the time signatures going over the place, and it was wonderful. Next week, let's go. Seriously,
yeah. Okay.
Let's have some of that.
What time does it start?
7.
Okay.
So I'll have to meet you there at 8:30.
Why?
Well, I'm doing stuff.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Stuff and things.
What?
The sky is falling in on you. Crushed any happiness that sweet me more to you than love. It's still there, but baby, you're gone. Remember you stretched out in the sun.
not the face.
This is Absolute Radio.
Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
You're very quiet in here. What are you two up to?
We're helping Dad with his homework.
That's not his homework. That's his tax return.
Yeah, we know. Dad's adding the numbers from his office. And we're making them look great in Excel. We've given him a new colour scheme. And done some wicked charts using spark lines. Will the tax man charge Daddy less now?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Whatever you're working on, make sure Office 2010 is on your new PC and make it great. Visit makeitgreat.co.uk.
30 years on, the ghost town is still derelict, but the specials are bigger than ever.
No job to be found in this country.
See the band around the UK with 13 dates in October and November 2011.
People getting hungry.
Tickets are on sale Friday from the Absolute Radio ticket store, absoluteradio.co.uk. Don't miss the original gangsters, the specials.
The Absolute Radio ticket store.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Good to hear the new single from Robbie Williams there. Always exciting. I meant Murdoch. Murdoch from the film, not the face. You see what I mean? Normally, man, I'm bang, bang, bang on target. And tonight, something's happened. People are suggesting I'm on drugs. I'm not. I'm not on drugs. But maybe those pills I bought at that New Year's event approximately 12 years ago, maybe they're kicking in at last. Because for that whole night, they didn't do anything. So maybe now it's that delayed reaction thing. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Let's go to Terry in Cardiff. Hello, Terry.
Hello there, Ian. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's very good.
Yes.
Well, what are we going to talk about tonight? Religion, sex, drugs, rock and roll? I'm a golden god. I'm on a fag.
Okay, they're all the same thing, I think, really, Terry.
Oh, what the hell, Ian? What's drugs? What's religion? Religion could be humanism, could be Christianity, could be anything that makes you a good person.
Yes.
You don't have to be religious, you just walk your own way, mate. That's all you've got to do.
Hey, listen, man.
You don't have to be religious, you don't have to believe in anything. You do the best you can for people in the best.
You got it, brother.
Religion.
You got it. The whole, all the religions boil down to just be yourself. Shut up. Just be nice to people. Shut up. Just be nice.
Okay.
Just be nice to people and try and make people happy.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. That's all we need to do.
As always.
But we don't do it.
No, of course not. But we don't have to put religious and say we're religious and go to church and say Jesus or Muhammad or Hindu or Allah or Buddha or Shitmas or whatever. I don't know.
Shitmas. I have a 3-year-old niece, right?
Yeah.
And she went on a school. Get this, how cultured her school is. They went to the National Portrait Gallery on a trip, right?
Yeah.
Last week. National Portrait Gallery, 3 years old. And they were looking at lots of pictures of Jesus. And the guide was saying, well, this is a picture of Jesus, baby Jesus. And
was it signed in?
This is the baby Jesus in the manger, and there's his mother Mary, and we can see this.
Sign it? Like an old familiar photograph. Sorry, Ian.
So my niece is 3 years old. She's at National Portrait Gallery, and the guide is showing them lots of pictures of the baby Jesus. And she goes, this is a picture of the baby Jesus in a manger.
Can I ask you, is that the Tate, or is that different to the Tate Gallery?
Well, it's different to the Tate because it's got a different name.
Yeah.
Because one is called the Tate, and the other one is called the National Portrait Gallery. So those kind of those two different names would imply that it's a different thing. The Tate is how can I describe the Tate? Well, the Tate is the Tate.
Yeah, and that's just off by Trafalgar Square, isn't it?
The National Portrait Gallery is just off Trafalgar Square.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
MPG, not to be confused with the New Power Generation, Prince's
backing
band.
Okay.
Not to be confused with EDF.
Well, wasn't it Prince and the... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. The New Power Generation. Okay, what about the E Street Band? Are they all on E's? Or?
I've often thought, wouldn't it be good if the E Street Band backed Prince one night and Bruce Springsteen was backed by the New Power Generation? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great to get Springsteen funking up on stage?
Singing Prince.
So
God,
good.
That'd be energy, wouldn't it?
Would be so good.
Springsteen in his jeans and his jacket.
Would be in his jacket. Yeah.
Prince with a sequin rotating his hips.
Yeah.
Wow, it'll be different, wouldn't it?
It would literally be different.
Yeah. Oh, and do it a hard rock calling or something.
Yeah.
In the studio.
Yeah. So my niece is 3 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And she's on a school trip. Guess this is how cultured they are these days. They went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, which is not the Tate and is not Prince's backing band and will not be Bruce Springsteen's backing band unless we can sort something out.
Okay.
And they're being shown lots of pictures of the baby Jesus.
Right.
And the guide is showing them one picture saying, this is the baby Jesus. This is the baby Jesus in a manger. Wasn't signed.
No, okay.
This is Mary, the baby Jesus' mother. If we can look up there, we can see the Star of David, the Star of Bethlehem. That led the wise men, according to the apocryphal tale, that led the wise...
Who's a wise man or not, Ian? Can you tell me who's wise? The person who's happy or the person who's the king?
Stephen
Stephen
Fry. Stephen Fry.
Can I say, Ian?
Yes.
My mother had about 4 jobs as a cleaner.
Yeah.
My father works in the steelworks. My father... Oh, you carry on with your story. I'm sorry.
So my niece is 3 years old, right? And she went on a school trip. This is how cultured they are these days. She went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, right? And they've been taken around all these 3-year-olds. And the guide is showing them lots of pictures of the baby Jesus. And they're looking at one picture of the baby Jesus. And the guide's saying, well, this is... it wasn't signed. The guide is saying, this is the baby Jesus in the manger. That's the baby Jesus' mother, Mary.
Yeah.
If you look up there, that's the star. They're 3 years old, these kids. That's the Star of David, Star of Bethlehem, that led the wise men to Jesus.
Well, can I ask, if you could see the Star of David and you could see Jesus in the manger, how was it? Did they leave the doors open in the manger then, did they?
What, were you born in a barn or something?
Born in a barn.
Yes, I was. I'm Jesus. Oh, in that case, you can leave the door open.
Yeah, of course you can.
So, my niece is 3 years old, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah. And in this particular painting with the Star of David and...
I'll tell the story at my own pace, thank you.
Okay.
So, they went to a school trip. This is how cultured they are, right? They went on a school trip.
We've said that, Ian. Just get on to the picture.
To the National Portrait Gallery. Not the Tate. Not Prince's backing band. Not going to be Bruce Springsteen's backing band unless we can sort something out.
Okay.
And they're 3 years old. And the guide is showing them all these pictures of the baby Jesus. Right? And they're 3 years old. And they stop at one picture and the guy says, well, look, this is the picture of the baby Jesus in his manger. It wasn't signed. There's his mother, Mary. If you look up there, you see there in the corner, that's the Star of David, the Star of Bethlehem. That's what led the wise men to Jesus. If you look at the doors of the stable, they're open.
Yeah.
Which means that people could see Jesus was in there, and when Jesus was older and he left doors open, people would say, were you born in the barn? He went, yes, I was. I'm Jesus.
Of course I was, yeah.
Jesus. Of course I was. You heard the story?
Yeah.
If you look there, those are the shepherds with their sheep. There's Joseph, Jesus' dad, but, you know.
Oh, come on, Ian. He probably was his father. Jesus had an older brother called James.
So,
it's a fact. I've seen Discovery Channel. Jesus had an older brother called James. He might not have been... Oh, come on, man.
So, my niece...
Apparently, Jesus was 42 years of age when he died.
My niece is 3 years old, right? She went on a school trip. Okay, now this is how cultured they are.
Don't start now. We've gone back to the picture and we've seen the Star of David. Let's say that. Sorry, I'm only quoting religious things, okay?
So, my niece is 3 years old, right? She went on a school trip. This is how cultured they are, okay? They went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, not the Tate, not Prince's former backing band, not the Bruce Springsteen's future backing band, unless we can sort something out. And they're 3 years old, group of 3-year-old kids. And the guide is showing them all these pictures of the baby Jesus. And they stop at one particular picture. And the guide says, well, look at this. This is the picture of the baby Jesus. There's the baby Jesus in a manger. Wasn't signed, by the way. There is Mary, Jesus' mother. If you look up just in the corner there, that's the Star of David, Star of Bethlehem, that led the wise men to Jesus. There's the shepherds. We've got a sheep there, so we know that they're shepherds. You can see the doors of the stable are open.
Oh, that we could reform the doors, couldn't we? That'd be a good group. Sorry, don't start all over again. The doors. Yeah, go on.
So, my niece is 3 years old.
Oh, come on, Ian. The doors. Let's get that far.
And
don't prevaricate. So you're going, Ian.
My niece is 3 years old. Okay. And they went on a school trip. This is how cultured they are. They went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, not the Tate, not Prince's former backing band, not Bruce Springsteen's future backing band, unless we can sort something out. And they're 3 years old, and they went to the National Portrait Gallery, and the guide, group of 3-year-old kids, guide was showing them all these pictures of the baby Jesus. And they're looking at one picture, and the guy says, if you look there, you can see the baby Jesus in the manger. It wasn't signed. There's Mary. If you look up in the corner up there, that's the Star of David, Star of Bethlehem, the star that led the wise men to Jesus.
Yeah.
There are the shepherds holding a sheep, so you know they put the gifts. If you look at the stable, the doors are open.
Yeah.
So they could see, and also it meant when Jesus was older, he left the door open, and like a teacher said, "Look, were you born in a barn or something?" You go, well, yeah, I'm Jesus. If you've not heard the story, there's Jesus' dad, ish, Joseph. No, James isn't in the picture. His older brother James is not in this picture.
Yeah.
And the guide said to these 3-year-olds, has anybody got any questions? And my little niece, she's 3 years old, she put her hand up. You know the way kids do, where they put their hands up as high as they can, and they kind of lift up one buttock, and they point their finger, so they got their hands up as high as they can. And the guide said, and this is a true story, absolutely true story, happened last week. The guide said to my niece, yes, what's your question? And my niece said...
Excuse me.
So, my niece is 3 years old.
Ian, guide, what's your question? Come on, don't go through that again, mate.
She went on a school trip. This is how cultured they are, right? She went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, not the Tate.
I think you're just filling, Ian.
Not... So, my niece is 3 years old, right? And she went on a school trip. This is how cultured they are. They went on a school trip to the National Portrait Gallery, not the Tate, not Prince's former backing band, not Bruce Springsteen's future backing band, unless we can sort something out. They're 3 years old, a group of kids, and the guide is showing them around lots of pictures of the baby Jesus. So they stop at one picture of the baby Jesus, and the guide says, look, here's the baby Jesus. It wasn't signed, by the way, in his manger. There's his mother Mary. If you look up there, see that little bit there? That's the Star of David, the Star of Bethlehem that led the wise men to the baby Jesus. There we can see the shepherds are holding a sheep, so we know it's a shepherd. The doors are open to the stable. This is so the shepherds could see them, and also it meant when Jesus was older, if he left a door open, the teacher said, what, were you born in a barn or something? Jesus go, yes, I am, I'm Jesus. Don't you know the story? Jesus' dad was there, Joseph, say dad. His older brother James wasn't there.
Jesus go, yes, I am, I'm Jesus. Don't you know the story? Jesus' dad was there, Joseph, say dad. His older brother James wasn't there. Jesus go, yes, I am, I'm Jesus. Don't you know the story? Jesus' dad was there. Joseph, say that. His older brother James wasn't there.
Absolute Radio. Women want us, men want us too.
The no repeat guarantee.
Every weekday from 10 while you're at work.
Absolute Radio.
Love Christmas, love Bill Bailey.
This is a punk lament I wrote when I discovered one of my punk heroes, John Lydon, was doing a butter advert.
Dandelion Mine is Bill's funniest and most brilliantly deranged show ever.
Or maybe it isn't. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Bill Bailey's Dandelion Mine, out now on DVD, available at Blockbuster. Cracking gift, cracking value.
If the last time you won anything was at primary school and even then someone nicked it before you got it home, then visit iwantoneofthose.com. Because as well as a huge range of mad, fab and possibly dangerous Christmas presents, every hour till December the 22nd, one lucky customer will have their whole basket paid for. If you're thinking, oh, it won't be me, you're probably right. But don't worry, everyone else gets a consolation prize. Give the stuff they really, really want this Christmas from iwantoneofthose.com.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Early Christmas adverts, don't you just hate them? All those ho-ho-hos, endless Father Christmas jokes and non-stop carol singing in the background. But those early Christmas ads had the right idea. Not only are you guaranteed a seat on our coaches, but book with National Express early and you'll get our cheapest fares. Oh, go on then.
Now bring us some figgy.
Beat the Christmas rush home. Book now at nationalexpress.com.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
I could
you the story. I was born in a stable. And Jesus' dad was there, Joseph, and, whatever. Anyway, the guide says, are there any questions? And my 3-year-old niece puts up her hand, and this is a true story, happened last week, and says, did Jesus have a willy?
Oh, God. Well, in Aramaic, what is that, I suppose? I saw the Passion of the Christ.
And did he have a willy?
I had a loincloth around him.
OK, there we go, right. Let's go to Jacob. Hello, Jacob. I'm glad we finished that story eventually. Hello, Jacob.
Hi, Ian.
How you doing?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. We need some help. Eloise, as you know, is a very, very complicated beast, and she is indeed a beast.
Beast?
A beast. And she's literally just come on whilst Fleetwood Mac were singing their song there, Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac. And what did you say to me, Eloise, you strange woman?
I really want something before my name, like... I said Esquire, but obviously I want the female version of that, but I don't want you
Esquire goes at the end of the name.
Yeah.
I'm an Esquire.
Oh, why though? What does that exactly mean?
It just means any man who isn't a sir, or everyone's an Esquire.
What can I have? I really want something that makes me sound important, because Eloise Carr just sounds a bit rubbish.
It does sound a bit rubbish.
I don't have a middle name or anything, so I think I need something...
Muz.
No, that's what...
Lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lesbian name.
That's what... So I'm not having that.
Your ladyship? Ladyship.
Yeah, I want something like this.
Okay, 0330.
Lady Eloise Carr.
Lady Eloise Carr. That was said with a man who's got a little crush, wasn't it, Jacob?
Maybe.
Got a little crush on Eloise, have you?
Maybe.
Talk of her in her pyjamas got you feeling a little bit fruity?
I'm a Bacardi.
A little bit horny?
Maybe.
Okay, Jacob. Well, if anyone can think of anything that we can call Eloise to her face, not the stuff that we say behind her back, that's rude. 0330, we don't.
Only you do.
Sometimes me and all the listeners get together, we talk about you behind your back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All 6 of them. 0330 123 1215. We'll come up with something, Eloise. By the end of the show, we will have that. It was 6 minutes ago, but it's still today because we've not had a sleep yet. The anniversary of George Harrison's death. So we'll play. I'm going to find a George Harrison song in a minute. We'll play that next, shall we? Jacob, why did you call in?
To talk to you about your problem with your iPhone.
My iPhone keeps saying charging is not supported with this accessory, but I'm not charging it.
That happened with mine once. It started when it had got, I had it in my pocket and it started raining and it got completely soaked.
Now, interesting you should say that, because my son, who's 10 months old, likes to suck on the iPhone.
That might be it.
That's a bad thing, is it?
Yeah.
Have I got to do the trick where I put it in a cup of rice?
No, you don't, actually.
Oh, OK, because that works for something else, but yes, OK.
When you plug it in
to
your computer next time, make sure it backs up and then just click the restore button. It'll completely restore it, but then...
that takes hours, though.
Yeah, it doesn't. It only takes about half an hour.
OK.
And
I'm
it
a
does
busy man.
work, because that's what I did.
I'm a busy man, Jacob. I've got people to go, places to see. No, hang on, that's not right. I've got things I should be doing, but I'm not doing.
You could perhaps set it to do it while you come to work.
Living the dream.
And then when you get back,
Jacob.
it'll be done.
Jacob, Jacob, if you were here, I'd give you a big man hug.
Oh,
yeah, but you're not, so I'm going to cut you off instead.
Okay.
There we go. 0330 123 1215. We need a title that we can give Eloise. Let's go to Leanna. Leanna. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, it's you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand what you just said.
Leanna.
Ow.
What?
You're a bit loud.
That's your problem.
Oh, okay.
You're a bit boring. So, what can we do for you this evening?
I don't actually remember. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, should we say goodnight then?
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
I've got a bit of a headache. I've had a headache on and off like the last 2 weeks.
Really?
In fact, where's my... I'm going to put some forehead on my forehead, because that will help a little bit. But yeah,
As my little sister would probably say, have you got a brain tumour?
As my doctor would say, I don't know until we've got the results back from the scan.
Have you been for a scan?
Not yet.
No?
No.
Oh. That's not good.
Wow, you've really kicked this show up the ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll just go and finish off my 4th bottle of wine then.
OK, then.
Bye.
Bye. She was boozed and a little bit grumpy. Grumpy drunk chicks. I'm so glad I don't hang out with those kind of people anymore. Let's go to Robbie in St Albans. Hey, Robbie.
Hello, Ian. How's it going?
This is what we want. Enthusiasm, excitement, fun.
And try not to wake my mother up at the same time.
Well, just, you know, you shouldn't be in bed with her, should you? That would make things easier. Anyway.
Hello.
Yes, Robbie.
I've got basically a big list of topics right in front of me.
Sweet.
Wondering if you can sort of, elaborate, say if these will be necessary at all for today's or future shows.
Listen, we got nothing, Robbie. I'm literally playing with no cards here, so you just chuck in what you've got and we'll make gold out of it. How about that?
Okay. I know it's the most overused topic ever, but it never gets old.
If it's to do with hanging or legalising cannabis, I'd move on to the next one.
Nope, it's to do with what did your parents call your private parts when you were younger?
We did that like about 20 minutes ago.
Did we?
Yeah, my mum called it a tassel.
Yeah,
we did that not 20 minutes ago, but we did that very, very, very recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ridiculous barcodes.
I hear barcode!
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Which cooler can quote the highest number?
Do you know I have done that before.
Have you?
Yeah, I have done that. It's a brilliant topic.
Why do men have holes in their nipples?
Okay.
Songs with mistakes in that no one else knows apart from you.
Are you just reading this off the internet?
No, I'm reading this off the notepad that I've written.
Okay, carry on.
Brand names that you always said incorrectly until you found out officially that it's like differently.
Give me an example, because we could be onto something here.
The sweet Mentos, the mints.
Yeah.
They're actually called Mentos, according to the advert on telly.
Oh. Are they not Mentos?
No, they're Mentos.
That's weird. Did you know that, Eloise? They're Mentos. Mentos, not Mentos.
Yeah, but it also, you could pronounce that Mentos.
Well, you could, but I always thought it was pronounced... No, you can't. If it's pronounced Mentos, you couldn't. Mentos? Why would you call a sweet Mentos? That's horrible.
Well, hang on.
What is the right way to pronounce it, Robbie?
It is actually Mentos, according to their advert.
Mentos, I know they do, but what's the sweet...
Yeah, well, then why are you calling it Mentos, then? I always thought it was Mentos.
Yeah,
this is what he's saying.
What's he on about Mentos, then?
Robbie, explain it to the lady.
Hello, Eloise. Basically, the word Mentos is actually Mentos, according to their television advert.
So it goes Mentos fresher, Mentos better.
Are you making that up, or...?
Is there a song for it?
That used to be the song. But is that what you're saying? On the advert, they call it Mentos?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think they do.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, we probably mentioned them more times than is legal on a commercial radio station. Other mints
Polos are good as well.
There we go. That's really not helped. Okay, next topic.
Most stupid university degree.
Well, probably mine, performing arts. Although, look where it's landed me, the dream job, working with Eloise.
And I did that too.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you get? A Desmond?
I got a 2-1.
I got 2-1 as well. So are you... okay. Are you BA Honours?
Yeah.
Oh,
me too.
And I did a subcategory of health, nutrition and exercise.
Oh, okay. What should I be eating?
Like fruit and veg.
Wicked, you did. I thought I'd catch you out there. But
whole meal.
You knew the answer. A whole meal. Never leave a meal. Always have a whole one. Robbie, next topic.
Okay, bands that you've heard the name of, but you've never heard any of their songs and you never will.
Okay, example?
The Drums.
Well, we play them on the station.
Do we?
Yeah.
I've never heard any of their stuff. And probably never.
Well, but you're saying you never will hear any of their stuff?
Unless you're going to foil my plans.
I would never foil another man's plans.
Okay.
But if you were to hear their stuff, that would completely scupper the topic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Okay, well, luckily for you, I can't find it. The closest... I'm typing into the machine. The closest thing I could find to the drums when I type it in is this.
This song is called Why I
Am. It's the Dave Matthews Band and Why I Am live. So you're right, you may never get to hear the drums. Eloise is searching on her supercomputer.
Oh, God.
I've only got a VIC-20 in here. She's got a ZX
really nice
Spectrum.
to Eloise.
I'm nice to Eloise. Don't get me anywhere, though. Next!
Words you can't pronounce.
Go on.
Pomegranate. Fruit.
Well, you did just pronounce it. You just put gaps in it. Yeah.
Is it Pony? P-O-N-M-E.
You just said it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been told I said it wrong.
If you search just drums, because they're not called the drums, they're just called drums.
They're called the drums.
No, they're drums.
Are you sure?
So bands names
on our system.
Who they were. Okay, so, oh yeah, here we go. So, hang on, you've heard them now. If you want to get out... What's this? This is an advert for something, isn't it?
I think it is used on an advert, actually.
If you want to get out early and meet birds, then what you need to do is get this. So, you've heard them. Next.
Okay, I wasn't going to do this tonight, but now I might as well.
You might as well.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it, but who can play the best live solo?
Go on, then.
I can do the Careless Whisper and Baker Street solos on my sax.
Go on.
But my mum's asleep and she's...
Oh, dude, you can't just drop us an 8. That's the golden topic you've come up with. All the rest are pony. And you can't just leave us hanging.
Can we make a date when I can?
No, it's now or never. Now or never.
Okay, listen, how can I approach it?
What?
Can you, give me a technique on how I can approach it? Because my mum's...
Just play it. Just play it. And when she says what you're doing, when she goes, "Oi, Robbie, shut up!" Go, how old are you, Robbie?
17.
Okay, have you rebelled yet? Have you sworn at your mum yet?
I don't mind swearing.
No, now is the time. 17 is the first time I told my mum to F off.
Oh, really?
Yes. There we go. I've just got a topic, Robbie. This is how good I am. When was the first time you swore at your parents? I was 17. I told my mum to F off.
Okay, well, can you do something whilst I set it up? Have you got any other callers or anything?
Nope.
Oh,
we'll just wait.
God.
I'm going to look for a George Harrison song. Let's see if we've got any George Harrison songs on the system. We've got George Benson.
I like George Benson.
Yeah, I don't mind George Benson, actually. I'm saying it with a silly... well, who's this? Who's George Duke? This sounds good. Hang on.
I'm hoping it's going to snow tomorrow.
7 minutes and 21 seconds of this. This is great. Brazilian Love Affair, George Duke. I gotta come at your girl.
I've got to undo the Velcro. This is the hardest bit.
Give us a running commentary of what you're doing, Robbie.
Okay, I'm about to undo the Velcro, which is very loud. Oh, crap. Done. Okay, I'm now going to undo the zip of the saxophone. Very slow and quiet fashion.
What the hell is that? It's suddenly got horrible. Hang on. Why have we got this on our system? Absolute. I know we're setting up all these new stations, Absolute 80s, 90s, noughties. We're not setting up absolute crap, are we?
Okay,
that's horrible.
I'm now taking out the magical wand from my saxophone.
Yes.
Not an innuendo. I'm now playing the...
Just play the bloody thing!
Alright, I need to be quiet, because my mum's sleeping.
It's taking too long. It took too long. We could have been there forever. George Harrison died. Was it 8 years ago? Today... was it 8 years ago, Eloise?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I went and stood outside Abbey Road and smoked what I believe is known as a doobie as a tribute to the great man. And I love George Harrison. He is my favourite Beatle. So let's just have a moment's silence as we remember the Choir Beatle.
What I feel, I can't say. But my love is there for you any time of day. It's all love that you need, and I'll try my best to make everything succeed. Tell me what is my life without your love?
Listen up to Absolute Radio, the home of radio, where you listen. Jeff Lloyd's Home Time Show with Cobra.
Apparently it is against the law here to touch a dolphin. That does make me worry about what might have gone on in the past. I did wonder if there was such a thing, and maybe there's like sex tourism with dolphins. I thought that's horrible. I hope that doesn't exist. So I googled it. However, I am a little concerned about what the people here at this radio station think of me, because it's in the internet history now.
You have to delete that. We'll be vilified.
Jeff Lloyd's Home Time Show this afternoon from 5 with Cobra. Love curry, love Cobra.
Please drink responsibly.
Absolute
What
Radio.
does the BGR in BGR Bloomer stand for? B is for the brilliant legal advice you'll get if you've been injured in an accident at work that wasn't your fault. G is for the guarantee that your case will always be handled by a fully qualified solicitor. And R is for the remarkable way BGR Bloomer can help you claim compensation. BGR Bloomer. Fast, friendly and free. Call 0800 1 777 999. 0800 1 777 999.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, your eyes are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is a song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is now you're in the world. I was a sculptor, but then again, no. Or a girl who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. Is a song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is now you're in the world.
We're still looking for a name. It's more of a title than a name, isn't it?
Yeah, a title.
A title.
Like Dame Eloise Carr.
Mrs.?
No.
If you got married, would you change your surname?
Depends what it was. Depends what it was. Because I think mine's quite a good name.
It is quite a good name. But suppose it was like Jackson.
Eloise Jackson. Yeah, I'd change it.
Lee.
Eloise Lee. No, too much of a tongue twister.
Then I should stay with my wife. I don't know. George, what's your surname? George? Is George there?
He should be.
George, are you there? We'll come back to George in a second. Let's see. Let's go to Christopher. Christopher, your surname's Painter, isn't it?
Yes.
Eloise Painter, what do you reckon? Eloise? Oh, she's gone. She's busy. I don't know what she's doing. Thanks for that, Christopher. That was noise. So what can we do for you, Christopher?
Well, basically, bands reuniting. What would I like to see?
Yeah.
Of course, this is the topic that I want to speak about.
Yes.
How about a wonderful Talking Heads reunion?
I'm there. I'm buying seats off of a hooky website so I can get in the front 10 rows. I'm there, definitely.
Exactly.
That's got to happen, hasn't it? I can't believe that won't happen in our lifetime.
Well, do you know what? I can't believe XTC won't get back together in our lifetime, but that's a different story.
I suspect they might do.
They might do.
I suspect that I know that they've all kind of fallen out and stuff. I think that the Bridges... I don't know. I've not heard anything, but I suspect that they will at some point.
But the thing about the Talking Heads is... Tina Weymouth keeps saying that David Byrne is somebody who can never return friendship.
Oh, yeah, and Tina Weymouth needs to get over that and realise she's going to get a fat cheque for $5 million.
Exactly right.
That's it. Who cares? That's friendship enough for you. I will go to bed and I will cuddle that cheque for $5 million. That will be my friend.
Also, I was wondering if we could get Gary Schiffman back together.
No, that ain't never going to happen. Let's go to the ladies' favourite. If you like a wrinkly old man with a tiny, useless penis, it's Barry from Watford. Little bit mucky there, Barry. Hope you don't mind. Just a bit of fun, but it's based on a true story.
Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, who doesn't like that, indeed? How about Eloise St. Michael? That could work, Eloise.
It's long.
I like the...
He's talking about the name,
I like the triple thing. Like, I'd like to be Eloise Von something.
I've heard you like the triple thing, but I'm happily married, so's Ian.
I would like the... I like Van as opposed to Von. Like Ian Van Williams or something. Ian Van Dyke. No. I think Van is classier than Von.
Oh, I like Von.
Well, let's ask. Barry, what's classier, Van or Von?
Well, I keep thinking of David Van Day, and David Berger Van Day is what I always think of.
Yeah, okay.
I've been hanging on for so long that rather the moment has gone.
Well, you say so long, 8 minutes.
Well, for me, I could be dead tomorrow.
Yeah, you've jumped ahead of Lee. Lee, you've been waiting for 34 minutes.
Yes, hello.
How do you feel about Barry?
Lee, don't jump in. No. I've got to go to bed.
He's been waiting for 30... Lee, how do you feel about Barry from Watford jumping in front of you?
Not very good.
No.
Oh, fine. Let's hear it then.
Oh, hang on, Lee, before we get to you, let's also go to...
oh, Jesus.
No, he's not on the line, but he does have a willy. Let's go to Christoph. Christoph, you've been waiting for 22 minutes.
I have indeed.
How do you feel about Barry from Watford?
I have indeed.
Barry from Watford, bless him. If he needs to go to bed, let him go to bed.
All right, well, that's Christoph's opinion.
That's not the same thing. Do you mean can I speak, or you just want me to go to bed?
Lee, it's up to you. You've been waiting 35 minutes now. It's either...
Yeah, well, originally I called up to advise on your iPhone.
He's going, Barry. He's going, Barry. He's doing it, Barry. He's steaming in.
Oh, you're in? All right, go on, let's hear it. This bit of gold about an iPhone.
Well, I hung on for 35 minutes because I had an incredible story to tell you.
Okay.
It's unfolded. It's sort of in front of me.
That's happened to me before. That's happened. I took some pills and that happened.
I don't think that you've ever seen anything like this before.
Sounds horrible, but go on.
Right, I was looking at my microwave, and I was also looking at my oven.
Yes.
And this was at 23:59. My oven, as I suspect many other clocks, flipped over to 000.
You said clocks, listeners. You said clocks.
My microwave flipped to 24:00.
Pardon?
What do you think?
Can I come in now? Have we had enough of this? Oh, God. And that's what unfolded, was it? The sort of difference in the 24-hour clock and the 12-hour? Is that it?
No. Well, I thought it was exciting.
That's where you'd be wrong. And I suspect the panel of the Sonys would also feel the same. Anyway, can I begin the big win? Am I on my own?
No, I'm here with you, Barry. Away you go. I've just realised, Eloise, in the new phone system, we haven't got the ability to
electrocute people.
To electrocute people and to do group calls.
Oh, you're right.
It's not there. That's the first time I've required it. I know. I think we can get it if we ask them to do it, can't we?
I don't know.
I remember the email when we got the new phone system saying if anything's missing, ask us and we can put it on.
But perhaps it's a rather...
Barry, I'm having a production meeting.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, thank you. So if we could email...
Yeah, of course.
Conference call is the technical...
It's probably 11 or 12 minutes I've been hanging
Barry,
on.
we're a little bit busy just trying to work out. I wonder what that does if I do that.
I'll email.
Yeah, if you send an email, that'd be lovely.
I'll send an email.
That'd be great.
So
just 1 second, Barry.
Oh, sorry.
Could you CC me on it as well, Eloise? Just so I get any replies.
Yeah. It was quite an interesting thing that I was...
Barry, sorry. We are just doing...
Having a production meet, sorry.
It's quite an important thing. We are a phone-in show and the phones aren't doing what they should do. So let's go to Christoph, shall we? Christoph.
God!
Well, he's been waiting for ages and I feel bad
hurry
about...
up, then.
Christoph.
Hello, Ian. How the devil... Eloise, darling.
Never mind all that preamble. Get on with it.
Amazing voice.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
You are... And there is one name for you. Surname of Carr. First name...
We got rid of him, yes.
Was it going to be Wayne?
I think it may have been.
Oh,
this is a true
God.
story. Have I told you? This is true.
What?
I used to go to school with a girl, primary school, called Fiona King. Very religious family. I learnt the cello with her.
Fiona King?
Fiona King. Her brother, no word of a lie, I swear to God, his first name was Wayne.
Yeah. I would like to talk...
Wayne King was his name.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. True story.
Yeah, that's good. Now, can I...
Barry.
Yes.
Let's go to your call.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here comes the goal. If you're listening at home and you're upset because of the death of Leslie Nielsen, then get your blank cassettes into your stereo hi-fis, press record and play.
Yes.
And get ready for a little bit of cheese.
Bit
of comedy.
If you are hugged up in bed...
I've not finished yet, Barry.
Oh, sorry.
And this will brighten your day.
Here
After
we
we've
go.
lost a great comedy genius and a good actor. Let's do it. I give you Barry from...
Yay!
Dun.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who's huddled over a tranny in bed, turn it up. Let's...
Tranny, I can't believe you did a tranny line.
Tranny, no one even knows. The kids don't know what that is now.
They don't know. You should have. If you've got your face up close to a TV.
It doesn't quite work, or you've got a tranny in your bed.
If you've got,
or you're making love to a man dressed as a woman. Here we go. George Duke.
Who is George Duke? Who's George
You
Duke?
played him earlier, the funk thing, and you asked a man to recount his day to the music.
Do you know who George Duke is?
No.
What are you? This is George. This is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so but what about him then?
Well, first of all, I can't hear it. I was going to do an amusing
Here we go.
sing-along. Here we go.
You've only got 30 seconds before George Duke himself starts singing.
Oh.
So I start it again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Start it again.
Hold on, I can't hear it. Can you turn it up in my phone? Or?
Not really.
Oh.
How about this?
That's the... I went to buy a coat today. It's not working. I went to buy a coat. It's a story about a coat. Is it working? I went to buy a coat in Watford High Street. Then they tried a lot on, and they all look terrible. I've got to keep my kidneys warm, and they go up only cups your waist. But is it really singing? It's not working, is it? I can barely hear it. Margaret's left a sweet there, and I'm going to have one tonight. Is it nearly there singing? It's hopeless. Oh dear. Should I say night? Oh, that sounds like it. No, everyone knows, absolutely.
I'll soon be with you, my love. Give you my dawn surprise. I'll be with you, darling, soon. I'll be with you when the stars start falling. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love. I'm with you, my love. The light shining through on you. Yes, I'm with you, my love. It's the morning and just we two. I'll stay with you, darling, now. I'll stay with you till my seas are dried up. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love. I'm with you, my love. The light shining through on you. Yes, I'm with you, my love. It's the morning and just we two. I'll stay with you, darling, now. I'll stay with you till my seas are dried up. I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love.
This is Absolute Radio. The no repeat guarantee. Every weekday from 10 while you're at work.
Absolute Radio. Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I'm looking at Facebook, right? Facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. How could you not know Sunshine of Your Life by Cream? Shame on you, Absolute listeners. Shame on you.
I sing myself to sleep, a song from the darkest hour, a secret I can't keep inside of a day. Swing from high to deep, extreme. find they're touched by madness sit down next to me. Those who find themselves ridiculous sit down next to me. In love, in fear, in hate, in tears. In love, in fear, in hate, in tears. In love, in fear, in hate, in tears. In love, in fear, in
Still looking for a name, a title for Eloise. She must be all fancy pants, isn't it? So if you've got any suggestions, we may carry this on over the week until we get something we're satisfied with. Let's go to Dan the Fireman. How are you doing, dude?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent.
You're settled now in your new place, are you?
Well, back in his old place.
Oh, you're back in his old place, isn't it?
Back into normal surroundings.
Back into normal surroundings, like, aye? Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect, mate.
Aye, grand. What can I do for these, sir?
Right. Do you think, like there's clinics now and places to cater for
yes
people who suppose have got addiction to gaming?
Yeah.
Is an online gaming, gaming, etc.
Yeah. Do I think what?
Do you think that it's a proper addiction?
Yes.
Do you indeed? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you why. Because from what I have studied on the subject, and I have studied on the subject, an addiction is something that takes you out of yourself to stop you facing reality and changes the chemical balance of your brain. So whereas, for example, if you're addicted to cocaine, it takes you out of yourself, you stop feeling things, you become confident, and it obviously changes the chemicals in your brain, just as heroin does, as alcohol does, as sex can do, and as video games can do, yes. I don't think video games are addictive. I think if you have the capacity to become an addict, then yes, you could be addicted to video games.
Good. Because, man, have I got it so bad.
Oh, really? Why? What's happening? What are you doing?
Well, I've always had an addictive kind of personality, as in, if I get into something, I get into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just stumbled across an application on iPhone. As you do.
Yeah, go on. What is it? Angry Birds?
No. It's called Kingdoms at War.
Oh, go on. What's this?
I think it originated, you first could get onto it through Facebook.
Yeah.
But obviously now it's an application.
Yeah.
And there's millions of people on there. And you get your own kingdom and you create it. And it's not like, there's not a big graphic effect or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just, you've got troops, you've got spies, and you've got attack troops. And you attack other kingdoms.
Yeah.
And you join clans. And
are you playing against other people?
Yeah. Worldwide, yeah. And you chat to them at the same time. You can chat there's world chat where you can chat to anybody in the world, and there's clan chat where you chat to people in your clan.
Yeah.
There's even allies chat where you can...
Hang on, why are you telling me this? This is the sort of thing that's going to ruin my life, Dan!
Yeah, I know, mate.
Don't tell me this! Dirty Dan! Dirty Dan!
Do you know what's even worse, yeah?
Is you're injecting a load of heroin while you're playing it.
Well, that will be bad.
Yes. No, go on.
I mean, I started it and started to really get into it when I joined the clan.
Yeah.
And
you joined the clan. Wow.
Mentioned the addiction as in, I was playing it on my iPhone, yeah?
Yeah.
Last week I bought an iPod just to get...
Oh, Dan! Seriously!
Yeah.
Get out of there, man. Get out of there.
Oh, it's so much fun, man.
Yeah, this is what I used to say when I used to shove loads of drugs up my bum hole. It's so much fun! I'm having fun! Dan, you need to get out of there. I'm moving on because we're running out of time. I've seen the time. Polly James is on. Thank you for that, Dan. Polly James is on at 1 o'clock. It's 10 to 1 all of a sudden. Vinny.
Right.
Oh, a little bit there, a little bit different there, Vinny. And back to the usual rubbish. Okay, that's good.
Anyway, so,
Yeah.
So what was your show doing? What's your show about today?
What was your show doing? What are you talking? What is your mouth doing, Vinny?
I don't know, man.
Take that sausage out your mouth. Tell the fella you'll be back there in a few minutes to earn your £5, and let's focus on this one thing at a time, okay?
Yeah.
What's? You just got that, didn't you? Okay, calm down. Are you all right, Vinny? Is someone attacking you? I can tell us where you are. I can send the police round. They won't be that bothered because you calm down. Okay. How's your mum? Is she all right?
Yeah.
Good work. So, Vinny, what can I do for you this evening?
I was listening to your show, so I'm just wondering what happened.
Well, basically, we've spent the last hour and 49 minutes people phoning up saying really rude things about you.
Really?
Yeah, I started by saying, let's all say nice things about all the callers, but everyone just phoned in with abuse about you. Torrents and torrents of abuse about you, Vinny, yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't show you any abuse.
No, they didn't. They showered me in love.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've got 5 naked women outside the studio now pressing their breasts up against the glass.
Yeah, what are the postures or something?
The postures? What is the posture? Well, thanks for calling, Vinny.
No, I'm not finished.
Well, you sort of almost are.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter what you think, does it?
Well, it kind of does in as much as it's my show, so... Yeah.
No, it doesn't really.
Yeah, it does really, actually, Vinny. And also, I've got to finish on time tonight.
Listen.
Vinny, I've got to finish on time tonight.
I'm going to slap you. I'm going to slap you.
Okay.
Well, don't say okay like in a sarcastic way. Okay, you can't do it right.
Vinny, listen, I've got to go because I've got a hot date after the show this evening. In fact,
with your penis.
No, yeah. Could you tell your mum I'll be about 10 minutes late?
No.
Put some cotton wool in your ears this evening.
What?
Slapped you, and I slapped you again, and I slapped you thrice. That's posh for 3 times.
No, but you didn't slap me though.
Well, no, I slapped my hand.
Yeah, exactly. That's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. How are you going to slap me then?
Are you 9 years old or something?
How are you? Good comeback. How are you going to slap me then, biatch?
Yeah, well, I'm going to come around this. I'm going to come around there tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait for you outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat you up.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to be tired because I'm going to give you.
You're going to be tired. You're going to be tired. You can't even pronounce the word tired. You think it's because it's got an R in it. You've got to emphasise the R to say tired. You're going to be. You didn't. You said tired.
Okay,
you're going to be. So what happens when you're tired then, Verinda?
Yeah, and then I'm going to relax. Yeah. And then once I perk up again, I'm going to beat you up again.
Oh, okay.
And then if you die in the process, right?
Yes.
I'm going to go to prison. Huh?
Okay. Wow. No idea what just happened there. Adam, we haven't got much time, Adam. It's my fault. I do apologise. You've been waiting for a while. What can I do for you?
I just want to say blancmange.
You're so tall, you raised me and then you let me fall.
That's right. Back with the new album end of February and a tour in March. So excited.
Whoa. Are they really?
Yeah. New album, February 28th, March the 6th.
You're not a member of Blancmange, are you?
I'm not a member. I'm not plugging them for that reason. I'm just so excited. And I opened up the magazine Uncut today and saw the advert for
Of all the bands getting back together.
And massive page advertising the specials. Not only that, the tour starts October. I thought to myself, have I just missed the boat? No.
Next year. Wow.
A year away.
Get your tickets now, Adam. Get your tickets. Let's go to Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Oh, God. I just want to say, what is it with, like,
old people having a go at the young.
Okay. Well, what experience have you got of this?
Well, personal experiences. I live with two housemates. They're 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
So they're sort of both pushing 40.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they just...
Whoa. You're saying people who are pushing 40 are old?
Well, yeah.
Goodbye. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I'll go a nickname.
Go on.
Flappy Joe.
Who is that? He's gone. Did he say Flappy Joe or Slappy Joe? Noel Taylor, last call of the evening.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm fine, Noel. I love that little nervous, hesitant stutter at the start of all of your excellent calls.
I know.
Yes.
I've got an invention that can make people rich. I'm giving all of these away.
Okay, probably the best thing for it, yes.
A shoe pebble shoe.
A shoe pebble shoe?
So, you know, as you're walking along the road, you get a bit of grit in your shoe.
Yes.
And you have to stand on one foot and hobble about and empty it.
I do know that. Yes, I know that feeling well.
Well, what you do is you have, like, a grid in it, in the bottom of your shoe, so it holds the pebble in it, so it doesn't affect you, and you can keep on walking.
No, that's actually a half-decent idea.
Thank you.
Only half-decent, though. Actually, pretty rough. We faked our way through it. We faked it to make it tonight, Eloise. We came in with nothing, and I was all over the place and was not focused, and you were your excellent usual self. Do you know, for a second there, when you walked across the studio, I couldn't see you. You were there, I looked down, I looked up, I couldn't see you, and I thought, where's she gone?
That's weird.
That is weird, isn't it? You were sort of behind this microphone there, and you were out of my vision there.
Oh, I'm that thin.
You're that thin, you can hide behind. We got through it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, probably get through it again. I'll see you at 4 to interview the Murdoch.
Yeah, and tomorrow, though, we've got Tim Vine live on the show.
Oh, is he coming in live?
Yeah.
Of course you told me. Oh, this will be fun. Yes, he'll be good. I like Tim Vine. He's fast. He's Jeremy Vine's brother. You don't know who Jeremy Vine is, do you? Unbelievable. Kids these days.
I might do.
You won't. Polly James is up next. Well worth a listen. If I were you, I'd stick the radio on. If you're in bed, put the headphone in your ear, and then just doze off, listen to it. It's the best way to fall asleep with the radio on in your ear. Anyway, back tomorrow at 11 with Tim Vine, which is very, very exciting. Until then, ta-ta.